Hey Holidazers, it's Lindy. I hope everybody is doing great. Hop on over right now and join me for this fun little craft. We have sort of dreamed up this craft for you guys, and it should be things that you have on hand, hopefully anyways. And if not, then we'll talk about some variations that you can make this thing work at your house, all right? If you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. And if you've been doing any crafting lately, we're gonna be making this cute little sock bunny guy here, and I will give you all the instructions. If I mention an item and you don't have it, then just let me know and I can give you some options for variations of what you could use, okay? Before I forget, I want to remind you guys that we have a new website. New and improved. It's amazing. Well, I think it is, but of course I'm partial. So check out our website, jinglebelljunkie.com, all one word, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the bottom, okay, on the website. We are going to be doing a giveaway, and if anybody who subscribes today will be entered to win a prize, and we'll announce the winner tomorrow. I'll talk about the giveaway, remind you guys at the very end again too. That way you can finish watching this demo and then go over to our website. Also, we appreciate you sharing these my videos as well as our posts just to get the word out there, give people something to do, put a smile on their face for part of the day, right? And I know when I was making this little guy earlier, I was just grinning from ear to ear because he's just so cute. He reminds me of the little gnomes that we made at Christmas time. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my hot glue gun down to low. That way I don't burn myself. Okay, so what you're gonna need is a sock. Now I happen to have a pair of brand new socks, but you could just use an old one if you want. Mine are gray, doesn't really matter what color. You can use whatever sock that you have on hand. You need some dry rice. If you don't have dry rice or don't want to give up dry rice right now, you could use pasta, beans. You could have the kids get some sand from the backyard. You know, use your imagination. If you're using dirt, I would put it in a Ziploc and then down in the sock, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and fill our bunny. This is like my baby bunny. We're gonna make a bigger one right now. So I'm going to use 2 cups of rice. This little guy, I only used 1 cup, and you'll be able to see the difference. Now notice, I pulled out one of my kids' plastic cups, and the reason I did that is it's a lot easier to fill the sock, okay? So go ahead and stick that sock in and just pull the edges down around the cup. Okay, it's gonna be a lot easier to fill. I would also suggest setting that cup in a bowl or on a plate. That way if some of it spills, you can sort of catch the spillage because rice goes everywhere. So I'm gonna use 2 cups for this guy because this is gonna be the daddy bunny today. And it's really gonna add to my Easter decor. Easter's only a few weeks away. If you haven't thought about it, now is the time to get those Easter basket fillers. And we just finished uploading a bunch of new ones on our website, jinglebelljunkie.com. We have those amazing bath bombs from Feeling Smitten that we had at Christmas time. We got new ones in. We have cupcake versions as well as the ones that had like the toy prize inside. Those went so fast at Christmas. So today is the day to order those if you would like one before we sell out. Okay, so 2 cups of rice, and you can see it's overflowing. That's why I have it in a bowl, all right? Just so it doesn't make a mess on my counter. So what we're going to do is go ahead and bring all that rice down to the bottom of your sock or whatever your filler is, and you're gonna tie this off with a rubber band, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. If you don't have a rubber band, use a twisty tie, use a zip tie, use something that's just gonna hold it closed, okay? If you're wanting to reuse the rice later, you can just put it in a Ziploc, and then after Easter, you can take it out of the Ziploc and then go ahead and cook it, okay? So now we have our body, and one of my rubber bands dropped. All right, so now we need to make his head. So we're just gonna take a little portion of the rice and push it up and make his head, okay? If your sock is long like mine, now would be a good time to trim it. Don't trim too far because we do need the top of the sock for ears, okay? But it just helps if there's not quite so much in the way. So go ahead and tie that off for his head. My rubber bands are not very big, so it's pretty tight to get that over for his head. Okay, so here we go. We can kind of shape our bunny, shape his body and his head, however you want it to be. And this sock's kind of cute because it has a built-in stripe to it. I thought that was super cute for the bunny. Okay, so now all we have to do is build his body. I happen to have some felt on hand. If you don't have felt, don't fret, okay? Go look. I mean, we're all doing spring cleaning right now, right? If you have something in your giveaway pile that's a little tattered, that's white, or even a different color, you could cut off a piece and you could use it as his belly, okay? So we're going to be just cutting kind of a rectangular piece. Because each bunny is going to be different, we want to lay it on here and then cut, okay? So if you're watching right now, let us know where you're watching from and say hi, don't be shy, all right? And those of you that popped on after I started, I mentioned we have a new website, Jingle Bell Junkie, and we're doing a giveaway. So if you subscribe to our new website, you scroll down to the bottom on the homepage and hit subscribe. Anybody who subscribes is going to be entered to win a giveaway, and we're going to announce the winner tomorrow. We also have a special going on over there right now. If you spend $50 on anything, then you will get a free bath bomb with your order. And our website always has free shipping. Awesome, right? And that bath bomb is good for you to relax, or save it for Mother's Day, put it in an Easter basket. I know all of us need time to relax right now. So, okay, so you can see that I cut a piece and I just sort of trimmed it to know what I know will fit his belly, okay? And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of my hot glue and glue it on. And I'm curving some of it underneath. That way when it sits on the table, we don't see the bottom of it quite so much. And I have to just add a little bit more glue. It is easier to add the glue to the sock and then add the felt on top, less likely to burn yourself. Trust me, I've learned from experience. Okay, so here's his belly. Now it is Stephanie, okay? So I'm using rice. This is a 2 cup of rice bunny. This is a 1 cup of rice bunny, so you can kind of see the size difference. You can use pasta, you can use dry beans, anything like that. And if you're wanting to use it after Easter, the food, just put it in a Ziploc, put it inside the sock, and then that way it preserves it and doesn't get like stinky toes, right? Okay, so now we're gonna use some googly eyes for his eyes. And again, I would lay him down and just go ahead and put the glue on, right on the sock. If you're a crafter or you have kids at home that like to craft, more than likely you have a lot of these supplies already on hand, okay? A lot of the stores are doing curb pickup, like Michael's and that sort of thing. I think you can order online and then just go pick it up on the curb if you don't want to go into the craft store right now. So here's his eyeballs, all right? And let's go ahead and I have a little piece of pink that I'm going to use for his nose. Again, if you don't have pink, you could use marker, you could find a scrap of anything else that you could use. You could use paper even, okay? I'm just gonna cut off a little triangle for his nose right on the corner. And if it's too big, I can trim it. Yeah, that's pretty big. Trim that down. And again, glue on the sock, then add the item so you don't burn yourself, okay? Now my baby had teeth, okay? And let's see, we'll have to decide if Daddy should have teeth or not. I think it makes it cuter when the bunny has teeth. Yep, we're gonna add some teeth. So all I did literally was take this that I had cut out from the edge of the front and I made a itty bitty triangle. Just like this, okay? And then I split it up the middle without cutting it in half. So I just cut it in half, so we'll do it to another piece. So split it up the middle, but don't cut it in half. That way you get the 2 teeth, but it's still 1 piece, okay? So itty bitty triangle, and we're gonna glue it right under his nose and then split those teeth apart without burning yourself. You could also use fabric glue for this project, especially if you have kids that are working with you, or if you're prone to burning yourself like I am. Okay. There we go, he's coming along. I think he's super cute. So now he needs a tail, and I have pom-poms. You could use any color you want. I'm gonna go ahead and use white since he's a gray bunny. And I'm just gonna hot glue that onto his bottom back here. With the pom-poms, you want to use quite a bit of glue for it to stick, okay? You could use a cotton ball if you don't have pom-poms. So many ideas, okay? Now, before I make his ears, I'm gonna go ahead and add a bow to this one. I just have some raffia. I'm gonna make a little bitty bow. Whenever I'm in the craft store or Dollar Tree and I see things that I might want to use for a craft, I just snag them. So start, if you venture out to the store, think about that. You know, when we're inside and we're stir crazy, what are some things that you could grab to keep your hands busy, right? And we've been posting a lot of things lately here on Holidaze, so we really appreciate it when you share the videos and share our posts to help get the ideas out to people, just because we know there's so many people at home right now. Okay, let's see. Because he's a guy, I'm not gonna make a bow, I'm just gonna tie it. This one's a little bit curly here, the raffia. Okay, and I'm gonna trim it just a little bit. Okay, and now, hey Vicki, and now to make the ears, what you're gonna do is pull it straight up, okay, and you're gonna split it down the middle to right above the rubber band. Make sure that you pull it up. You could even lay it down so you're cutting straight towards the eyeballs, so his ears are pretty even. Okay, this one happens to go right over the heel, so I'm gonna need to trim it just a tiny bit, okay? Unless you like a really floppy bunny. But because my heels were involved, it didn't cut real straight. So all you go back in is trim. That way it's somewhat straight. If you're a sewer or you wanna teach the kids how to sew, you could sew the shape of a sock and use the same idea. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and make his ears kind of pointy. So I'm just cutting it at a diagonal, both the front and the back at the same time. And here's our little Easter bunny sock. And so we have a daddy and a baby going on here. Aren't those cute? I love them. I love my little bunny family. So let me know what you guys think. We appreciate when you share our videos. Do not forget to enter the giveaway over at jinglebelljunkie.com. All you have to do is subscribe and you will be entered to win the giveaway. We'll pick the winner tomorrow. And right now, for a limited time, if you spend $50 or more, you will receive one free bath bomb off of our website, all right? Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys later. Bye.